2001 Ford Taurus, my beater. Bought this car for $800. Been running this piece of crap Ford for, I don't know, the last 6 to 8 years. I think it's worth the $800 I paid for it. Ball joint on this side went bad, lower ball joint. Used, got all the stuff that needs to come off, the rotor, the caliper, all the fun stuff. Used the sheath and pneumatic pickle to loosen that. Got the shaft out, so it's not too bad. This is how I spend my Sunday afternoon, I guess. Sunday evening, whatever you want to call it. I gotta just take this ring off here. Inside there, there's a snap ring. Of course, I don't have the part yet. That don't matter. I'll pick it up tomorrow. I just want to get ahead of it and put it on. Let's get the snap ring off. And I'll probably end up cutting the stud right there, so I have a nice flat point for my impact gun to hit it and take it back. One way or the other though, it's going to come out. I try not to destroy them. I always like to keep a whole bunch of spares laying around. But the odd one that gets destroyed, well, that's what happens. And this one looks like it's going to be the odd one. There you go. That's gone. Now I'm going to try and cut this thing to the point where it's flush. You can see it's dry. One of the reasons they wear out. I mean, for $240,000, it's an original piece. It's lived its life. It's done its thing. Oh, in a dick. There you go. Nice spot. Like the way you can reverse this. So if the sparks are going the wrong way, all you got to do is reverse the bitch. Cutting at the end of the aluminum of the spindle there. Let's see. There you go. Bye-bye. Now, let's see if we can pop it out. We'll take this guy right here. It has multiple uses. See if it'll pop this thing out. being tough. Where toughness meets fire must come. Out she comes. Well, that's the end of that for right now, because I don't have the ball joint, and I won't have it till tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow. Here it is, the next day. We're using the infamous Harbor Freight ball joint press. This one happens to be over 20 years old. And the key is always grease the screw. Always. Now, got the new ball joint. Okay. You don't want to press on the center of this. You want to press on the outer edge of it. If you press on the center, you're going to destroy the ball joint and defeat the purpose. There's many ways to do this. This is an old bearing race. I have a front wheel drive. Fits it perfectly. Here's a speaker. Holds the back of the speaker mag. The magnet glue is glued on here. This one's perfect. Look at that. But it's a little too big to fit in there. If it was on my press, it'd work better. Well, this one, I have an adapter set. But I took another piece of pipe and I actually added it into the inside of this adapter. So there's two of these now. There's one with this and one without it. And look at that. It fits it perfect and goes in. A little bit of anti-seize around here. Even though this one is actually coated, the factory one wasn't. After all, they wouldn't spend 2 cents on any anti-seize coating. Why would they do that? Whenever you have two dissimilar metals, anti-seize is a good idea. But Ford didn't think of that, though. Would have liked one with a grease zerk in it, but kind of hard to find, and it's the beater, so it's not a real big deal. It's light coating. Anti-seize on it. Make sure the ball joint goes in straight. Take the castellated nut off. Make some space. Put the adapter on. And you'll need another adapter so the stud itself won't hit into it. It has to be deep enough. And all these adapters, I make them out of anything. This one here, this short, tiny little one, is made from a BMX peg that you put on the axle. I just cut the peg down and works for something else. Tools are where you find them. This one seems to be good enough for that purpose. Yeah, looks like there's enough of them there. After you've got it set up and everything's nice and straight, and you know everything's going to go in, I like to use a ratchet, because the ratchet you can feel the bearing, the ball joint going in easier than if you were doing it with the air gun. If something goes wrong, you automatically feel it. Nice to have two people want to do this, but doesn't always happen that way. Keep doing it until it bottoms out. This is why you want to grease it. This is why we'll put a little bit of anti-seize on them. When you get to the end, you will feel it. And that's it. Undo it. Check your ball joint. After, nice and tight, ball joint nice and tight. Now all you have to do is put your ring on here, on the bottom, and you're done. The rest is just the reverse, putting everything back together again. Easy peasy. And never understand why it's so hard to do a ball joint on one of these. Back one needs to be done. I got a little bit of time on that one. But at least now I can get my 87 Dodge back, my Ram Charger, instead of letting the wife drive it to work. Thanks a lot for watching.